Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I would like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So, Raila Amolo Odinga's Saba Saba rally has received two major boosts. One, Polycarp Hinga, who is from Jubilee, said in his Twitter handle that kesho pia sisi Jubilee Party Kenya all branches tunaenda jogging na polisi kidogo. That was according to a letter that has been released by the former ruling party Jubilee, which now says that they will be holding a procession in UHURU in Laikipia County in solidarity with the Raila Amolo Odinga. This is Polycarp Hinga making that kind of statement. And then the second boost to Raila Amolo Odinga's quest comes from the KANU party. You see, there's a time there it was someone said that KANU was slowly shifting from Azimio. That was just a propaganda. Gideon MOI has confirmed through the Secretary General Wainaina that they are in solidarity with Raila Amolo Odinga. That means they support Raila Amolo Odinga's political quest. Because right now, most people know that the only person they can trust is Raila Amolo Odinga. That is the sad reality, ladies and gentlemen. So Raila has received two boosts. One from Jubilee, in that the first county that is going to hold procession is UHURU County. That is one of the Mount Kenya counties. Gideon MOI has also, through the Secretary General Wainaina, has also said that they support Raila Amolo Odinga's call. That means they are with Raila Amolo Odinga. If they were not with Raila Amolo Odinga, they wouldn't have offered that kind of support. So the mere fact that Jubilee have made that declaration, of course we know Jeremiah Kioni is part of the top leaders who are highly ranked within Azimio. We know that that is a point, that's a picture. So by virtue of the fact that Polycarp Hinga has made such pronouncements through a letter, only means that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta supports the call. I want to tell you here without fear of contradiction that when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta went for the burial of Magoha, and then soon after that burial, they had a public rally, Uhuru said that he is solidly behind Raila Amolo Odinga, that anything that Raila Amolo Odinga says, he will be in support of. So that means this letter from Polycarp Hinga, and I'm yet to see the other faction of Jubilee, led by Sabina Chege, also write their own letter. Because to be honest, these days, I don't see any pressure from Kanini Kega, Sabina Chege. The fight that they used to put up so that they could snatch Jubilee from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta backfired. These days, they don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. I said some times back that this quest to have Saba Saba will be the starting point of Raila Amolo Odinga's political campaign. And it's going to work, ladies and gentlemen. Saba Saba is just a starting point. I have seen a video from a Rift Valley resident who says that he fully supports Raila Amolo Odinga. He made some very serious allegations there. I don't know whether they are substantiated or whether these remarks are true, but if at all they are true, because he said that there are people who are after his life. So that resident said that should anything bad happen to him, then the only person he would like to see in his burial, or maybe the only leader he expects to see, is Raila Amolo Odinga, because he says that he supports Raila Amolo Odinga 100%. He says he doesn't want to see Kenya Kwanza, UDA, he doesn't want to see those leaders pretending as if they are mourning, because he says that they are the reasons why he is receiving numerous threats. So that video from that Rift Valley resident only confirms that in Rift Valley, all is not well for this Kenya Kwanza regime. That is the truth. In fact, if you look at the most rallies that are conducted in Rift Valley, they are only selected areas that are not that rebellious, areas that are found to be, to be friendly to this regime. They only pick areas they want. Because let's take, for example, Raila Amolo Odinga's tour of the Narok or Sugoi. Narok County has always been the bedrock of opposition. Narok is the home of Maasai. And Olentimama has always been a die-hard supporter of Raila Amolo Odinga, but Olentimama is now the late, is deceased. But until his death, he was a fierce supporter of Raila Amolo Odinga's political quest, and that is seen in Olekina. Olekina is a true reflection of Olentimama, because you realize that Olekina has refused to be bought by cheap political money so that he can defy Raila Amolo Odinga and probably shift to that other camp. So Olekina is one of the toughest people within Azimio One Kenya lands, and he comes from the Narok County, the Maasai land. So the trip of Raila Amolo Odinga within the Rift Valley has only confirmed that Raila's political support within those regions are immeasurable. And Saba Saba will be a starting point of this political campaign going forward. So dear viewers, I started off by saying that Raila has received a major boost from Mount Kenya, because Nyahururu is one of those counties that have promised to hold peaceful procession. That is to say that in Nyahururu there will be demonstration, and Polycarp Hinga has written a letter to the police that they intend to jog with the police a bit. They intend to do some mass protest. And because you understand that Saba Saba is going to be convened at probably Kamukunji there, and it's going to spill over to other places within Nairobi. It's going to be a peaceful one. But Saba Saba has a target. The difference between Saba Saba of now and Saba Saba of the MOI time is that this time round, it is all about the high cost of living. Back then, it was all about political freedom, so that the freedom to be able to form your own party, the freedom for multipartism. But this time round, it's not the freedom for multipartism. It is the economic freedom, and it is the main reason why this Saba Saba is going to be held, is because people want these taxations totally removed or waived or revisited, so that at least this government can come up with something that is friendly to the people of the Republic of Kenya. But as I speak, the courts decided to shoot down this finance bill temporarily, but the government seems to not be giving this directly from the courts some seriousness, because you realize that despite the fact that the Finance Act was suspended, mafuta bado imeshoot. So kama mafuta imeshoot, ladies and gentlemen, mafuta for example imeshoot, so how do you expect the common mwananchi to feel? Because the common mwananchi relies on the courts to be able to make certain decisions for them. But if the courts have made certain decisions, but the people who are in charge of this government are refusing to abide by that. IPRA refused to reduce the price of fuel, and that has already affected fare, that has already affected commodity prices, and that has affected the economy of mwananchi adversely. That means that kutakuwa kugumu, ladies and gentlemen. So I started off by saying Raila Amolo Odinga has received two major boosts Polycarp Hinga's faction, that is the Jubilee, and we also saw from KANU weigh in on this and say that we are in solidarity with Raila Amolo Odinga. That means they support Raila Amolo Odinga's political journey and they support what Raila Amolo Odinga is fighting for this country. So Gideon Moi confirmed that, and Polycarp Hinga also confirmed it. And you know that Polycarp Hinga, when the fact that Polycarp Hinga confirmed it, that means Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta already supported the move. So dear viewers, kindly tell us below the comment section what you think about this analysis, and also I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.